Hi guys, welcome to my channel. We are finally doing it. We are finally doing this dupes video that I've been talking about for a very long time. So bear with me, it's my first dupes video. I'm definitely not used to this, let alone used to putting different makeup on each side. So hopefully I don't, mix it up. That's the fear I have for today's video. But I have tried these products individually, just not together next to each other, but I believe they could possibly be dupes. So please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and make sure the bell notification's on. And we're gonna jump into it because, well, I'm just excited. And for anything that is not gonna be a dupes video, like always, I'll do off camera and then I'll come back on and share with you guys what I use. So let's get to it. All right, guys, so I went ahead and just real quickly did my eyes as far as just putting some bronzer. So we use the Essence Luminous Bronzer in the crease and this Rare Beauty highlighter, and which exhilarates on the lid. I have to say, I have loved this speaked on this Rare Beauty highlighter. I wasn't using highlighter pretty much at all. Definitely not on my cheeks, but sometimes down the center of my face and in my inner corners, but not often at all. And then I just was really interested in it because, well, it's Rare Beauty and I've liked so many of her products and it just sounded silky smooth. Sound like a good highlighter, right? So I was like, okay, I'll get it. And I love it. I think it's going to turn me back into a highlighter user. All right, guys, so to make this a little easier on myself in hopes that I don't, like I said, mix things up, I separated. So on this side here, because this is where my products are, we're going to do high end. On this side, we're going to do drugstore. I've already done my skincare. We've already done the eyeshadow look. So we're going to jump into a mascara dupe. And we're going to start with high end and then drugstore. And I will put up on the sides here the prices of each. So on this side, I'll have the high end price for the product as I'm applying it. And then on this side, the drugstore price. So this may not be a surprise to you guys because I'm sure so many people have said it, but we have the roller lash from Benefit and we're going to try to dupe her. This is a mascara that I used a long time ago, but honestly, I can't remember what I feel about it. So here's what the wand looks like. So just, your basic kind of curved little wand, rubber wand, which these sometimes I don't like because I can sometimes get very dangerous, I guess is the word, and poke myself in the eye. Like the telescopic lift mascara, I really like the mascara. And I do like the wand because the shape of it is just so interesting and different. But I poke myself nonstop with that freaking wand. I hate it. I hate the wand for that reason. All right, so we are, I'm gonna say, loving this mascara. So here's what it looks like with one coat. I usually don't do more than one coat, and that definitely is enough for me, but that's beautiful. So we have the Roller Lash by Benefit, and the dupe is gonna be e.l.f.'s Lash and Roll. As soon as I saw this come out, I knew they were trying to dupe the Benefit, and we're gonna see if it's a dupe. And the wand, exactly the same. I got the mini size in the Benefit because it's been so long. I wasn't sure if I would like it. And I'm all about getting minis when a brand offers a mini. So I went ahead and just got the mini just to be on the safe side since it had been so long I couldn't recall if I was going to like it or not. I didn't want to waste the money because high-end mascaras are expensive. I have tried a few, but honestly, I usually go for a drugstore. There have been some good high-end mascaras out there for sure. I really like the Tarte's Tube mascara, but I feel like in the one area that drugstore just, I feel like kills it is the mascara department. And I'm gonna say we have a dupe, guys. My lashes look exactly the same. So they give you a nice lift with some volume. Both of these mascaras do, but they don't clump. We'll see how they wear throughout the day as far as the Benefit, because I know the Roller Lash does not clump up on me. It does not flake, it does not smear, none of that. But our eyelashes looking the same. So far so good. We are on a good roll with, yay. Okay, so these definitely are a dupe. All right, now we're gonna hop in to the face. So I'm gonna pull my hair back real quick, and we are gonna start on our high inside for a glowy primer. And this one is the Glow Recipe Watermelon Niacinamide Drops. I've tried this, loved it, repurchased it. This is my third time buying it, but I went ahead because, again, got a mini just because I have so much makeup, you guys. I try all this makeup for you guys. So packaging is a little different, but we're going more for the way it's going to look on our face and the consistency, the formula. So there's what that looks like. So we're going to just apply it. This is where it gets tricky, on one side of our face, and see if it gives the same amount of glow. I remember loving this stuff, like loving it when I first tried it. You know where it's gonna get real tricky? The lips. That's gonna be interesting. All right, so I always bring my primer down my neck because I usually bring my foundation down my neck as well. And then we're gonna go on this side on the forehead. I'm not sure if our foundations are gonna match in shade, but we shall see. So here is the Glow Cinnamide drops from Glow Recipe on this side of the face. And then our dupe is our Hello Good Stuff from Essence. So like I said, packaging is different, but we're going for formula and the way it looks. And this is the second time I've purchased this. This is a full size. Love this stuff too. Love this. And I'll tell you which product I like the most. I mean, these are exactly the same. So honestly, I would go with the dupe. I would get the e.l.f. And it looks the same. It feels the same. Does it apply the same? It feels the same on the face. I feel like this has more of a watermelon scent than the watermelon dewdrops from Glow Recipe, but I don't mind the smell because I don't feel like it's this overpowering fake smell. That's when I can't stand it, when like it's such an artificial fake smell. And I'm really love both of these, but which one do we like the most? I think our faces look the same, guys. What do you guys think? I'm gonna say we have another dupe. I would say these are the dupes. So even though I got the smaller size, I like I said, I'm gonna put prices up, but I believe this was 20 something, and this is $5.99. So again, go for the dupe because we're looking exactly the same. Like, I cannot tell that I put on two separate glowy primers. Like, we're glowy in the same amount on both sides of our face. So how exciting that the first two dupes have been winners. I love this. Okay, for foundation, for high-end, we have just a cult classic that I actually didn't even try myself until about a year and a half, going on 2 years ago, and I love this high-end one. Then I tried the one that we have for the dupe, and I like instantly, as soon as I tried the dupe one, I'm like, I know this is a dupe for something. So the high-end is the Luminous Silk Perfect Glow Flawless Foundation from Giorgio Armani. This just gives the most perfect, natural, smooth finish to your skin. I love this foundation, but she's very pricey. I got the sample size, or the smaller size of this one. This is my second time purchasing it. Honestly, maybe by this point I could have got the full size. I mean, don't continue to repurchase smaller sizes. I normally will repurchase, or I will normally purchase a full size when I'm not sure about the product, and that's what I originally did with this. However, I have this dupe, and I pull for this dupe one so often that I didn't see the point in me getting another one that's full size for the Giorgio Armani. All right, and we're gonna use a sponge to apply it. I only have one type of sponge, you guys, because I love these sponges from Amazon that I get. So I just put my sponge in this cup. You guys know that, you know, if you're not new here, you know I like to do that just so I have it freshly damped. And then I take and squeeze out that excess on a paper towel. That really will help make sure you get all that excess out. So we're going to use one side for the dupe and one side for the high inside. And then I sometimes will check if it seems like it's not all the way out, but we're good. All right, so I'm going to apply this on the back of my hand. So weird to put it. So here's the consistency. Very thin. I will say with the dupe, when you first put it on, it doesn't feel the same consistency as this, but once it's applied out, I feel like it's fine. Okay, this is gonna feel so weird. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply. We did one pump because we only need one side of our face. If I have to go in with another pump, I will. Yeah, we're gonna have to go in with another pump. Okay, so, and I will wipe off my hand because I just can't do that, you guys. I can't, I cannot put it on this hand and then, I don't know, it feels different to me because that's not the hand I use. This is where it's gonna get tricky too. This and our lips. But just look at that beautiful glow it gives. It's so, so pretty. It's just this beautiful natural finish, and this is like my perfect shade too. Based off of knowing what, now we're gonna do our forehead, this color looks like in that one, that might be an issue. Our shades may not be matching, but I mean, you can't expect that in every foundation the same exact shade. They're different foundations, you know, it's a different brand. So we're just gonna have to probably blend it as best we can. And I am not going anywhere besides the gym after this, honestly. And I'm gonna bring it down the neck just a little, but I could care less if you can see. But we'll blend like the line because you're gonna see it on the forehead. But look at that glow, you guys. It's such a beautiful glow to the skin. It really does just provide this skin-like finish, and it really does blur out a lot of my imperfections. But she's pricey, like I said. But Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation. As soon as I tried this, I felt like it looked the same. It applied the same on my face. It wore the same as the Giorgio Armani. Like I said, the consistency when we first pump it out, you'll see it's going to be a little thicker. And once you apply it, you'll notice that it's not. It's not as runny as the Giorgio Armani. And the shade is definitely going to be different. And then I'm going to use, because we're using the same sponge, I'm going to use this side of the sponge. In the Giorgio Armani, I have this in shade 5. And in the Sephora, I have it in 10N. They're both neutrals. So they shouldn't be too far off. Oh, you guys, I think we have another dupe, and the shade is actually, I think, like spot on the same. Does not look different to me. And you see how easily this Sephora Best Skin Ever applied? Like, it applied just as effortlessly and seamlessly as our Giorgio Armani one did. I mean, just look at that. I can't tell the difference. Comment below, let me know if you guys can, but I cannot tell the difference. That I have two different foundations on, or even different colors. I mean, I guess it might be a little harder for you guys because of lighting in the camera, but I'm telling you, please just take my word. I can't tell. I am gonna kind of blend over like that just a little, just so we don't have a like obvious line between the two foundations on the forehead, but we are looking the same. 100% looking the same. The color is the same. The natural, beautiful, smooth, silky, like almost blurred filter effect is the same. So 3 products to win a dupe. I would say go for the Sephora Best Skin Ever. And I use this more as a special occasion type of foundation. So the sample one I got of this last time lasted so long. But we have another dupe. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go off camera real quick, do my concealer, set it down. I'll come back on and we will finish up the rest of our dupes. So I'll be right back, guys. All right, guys, I am back. I did my brows off camera. I used my NYX micro brow and then the Milani Stay Put Brow Wax. And then for concealer, I used the Sephora Best Skin Ever. And I used the Drugstore dupe to set it. And then the Drugstore setting spray to set it. Make sure you follow me on my socials. I'll have all that down below as well, because I have a new way of doing your concealer and setting it for someone that's 30 plus, and I'm telling you, it's been a game changer. Probably should have went in with a color corrector first, but that's okay. Anyways, I'm so excited that our skin looks good. We're looking like we got same products on, not different products, right? All right, now we're gonna head into bronzer. Okay, so for the dupe for this, I tried it out in a video. You guys saw it. That video was just horrendous. It did not go well. However, I've been trying it out in different ways, and we're going to apply it a little differently. I feel like it's a pretty bronzer. You just got to be very careful on how you apply it. So in this case, honestly, I can probably say the high end is probably going to be better. We'll see side by side, but we shall see. All right, so for our high end, we have the new Tarte Sculpt Tape and Cool Bronze. The packaging is the same. The colors, I think, are slightly different. So if it's a shade thing, it wouldn't be a dupe, but I feel like the formula is the same. So we are going to, I hate these sponge tip applicators. We are going to apply this one to our face. The other one we're not going to. The other one we're going to apply on the back of our hand. All right. And if you're someone of my age, someone in 30s or older, I suggest applying your contour or bronzer up higher like this than doing it lower like we used to in our 20s, because at our age, we want a lifted look. So it says it's a cool bronze, and I would have to agree, but it's a little bit darker, the shade of this Shape Tape one, than I expected it to be. But once you get it all blended out, it really, you can't really tell. It's not much of a difference. Like, it's so just silky. It blends so easily. It's a natural, beautiful finish, as you guys can see. Like, it's not, what's the word? It's not patchy either, and it blends so easily. It's definitely not like, oh, she has bronzer on, or oh, she has contour on. It literally just looks very beautiful and natural. And you can easily blend it with a sponge, blend it with a brush. I'm not sure about fingers. I've never tried with fingers, but it's great. All right, so here is the Shape Tape one. It's looking good and beautiful. Now we're gonna go with the high end. So the high end is the Flower Beauty Low Light Liquid Contour in Light. This shade is a little bit lighter. The problem that I had in that video is it dries quick. Like, I literally put it on my face like I did with the Shape Tape, grab my brush and blend it. Probably 5 seconds after applying it. And I felt like it was patchy because of the fact that I let it sit just so quickly. So I've tried it this way, and I feel like it's a little better. I will say I do prefer the Shape Tape over this. I feel like it's worth it to go ahead and spend a little bit of extra money, but this is not a bad one. So if you don't have the money for the Shape Tape, go ahead and go for the Flower Beauty. You are just gonna have to be quicker than quick, and you're gonna have to apply it differently. You can't go in with the product on your face from the sponge. So what we're gonna do is twist it, take just a little bit out. I'm gonna grab my brush so I'm 100% prepared. Put it on the back of our hand, close it. I'm not even gonna put the lid on. I don't care if I make a mess, and we're gonna start putting it on the brush. See how this one's a little bit different in shade, but it is very close in shade. Like they both are a really pretty bronze look. And you have to be quick when you're applying it and blending it because it dries really fast, even on the brush. However, if you do it this way, you're not gonna get it dried down as quickly, and you'll be able to get it blended out before it dries down. But like I said, in this case, I do prefer the high end better because you have time with the Shape Tape to work with it. I just feel like this one dries way too quickly, which is nice because it does dry down so you don't have to set it. We are gonna set both of them today because we have a dupe setting powder, but it is a nice one. It is nice. I will say it takes a little bit longer to blend to, a little bit more effort. The formula I feel like is slightly different. So I wouldn't call it 100% a dupe, but it is a good alternative if you don't have the money to spend on the Shape Tape, because the Shape Tape one is kind of expensive. But I have to say, I really, really like the Shape Tape one, and I really like the Shape Tape blushes they came out with. I actually went through my collection and tried to find a dupe to anything for blushes. I don't feel like I do. I feel like there's something that is significantly different about every blush I have, to the point like these, you know, contour wands. I feel like there's some stuff different, but the important stuff is the same. So I felt like we could put it in here as a dupe. I don't know why on camera it's looking a little funny on both sides. It's almost looking like there's this patch of contour bronzer, but I promise you, it's not like that. It's all blended in, and in person, it looks really nice and just like airbrushed. It looks blended. It looks really nice, but for some reason, I think it's my lights, it's looking on camera like it's just like this bunch of contour in my face. Doesn't look like that in person, I promise you. It's nice and blended. It looks really, really good on both sides. And I gotta say, the Flower Beauty one does look pretty good today. And once you get it on the face, this one is a teeny bit darker. This one's a little bit lighter. And if you have an issue with that, like it looking like this, honestly, we can just go in and go over it a little with the sponge we applied our foundation with, and it's going to tone it down. So if you go a little overboard with blush, that's a little trick I have learned. I'm sure you guys already know it, but I'll tell it to you guys. Yeah, I think it's the shadow of my lights, because I have a light behind my camera here and then two lights over here, because from back here it doesn't look bad, but then when I don't know why it's doing that. I promise you it doesn't really look like that in real life. Because if it did, for one, me blending it like that on that side, we're definitely, I don't know what's going on. Of course, something has to go wrong in a video. But the products are the same. I would go with the high end on this one. All right, so now we have setting powders. I fell in love with this high-end setting powder pretty quickly. It really does do a great job to smooth and kind of blur and set your makeup and make it last all day. I probably will never go through this. I mean, I've gone through more than I thought I did, actually, but it is the Makeup Forever Professional HD Setting Powder. Love the setting powder. It's finely milled. It's good for under the eyes as well. It's good for the face. Whatever's in here is what I use, and we're gonna use this side of the puff. This is actually the puff that came with this one. I should have grabbed the puff that I get on Amazon for the drugstore side, but we're gonna use the same puff. So we're gonna use this side to go ahead and set this side of the face with it. Just see how finely milled that is. And I have mine in the shade 0.1 Vanilla. And we're gonna set the drugstore side, but mainly we are gonna set the perimeter. I still want that glow. So we're gonna set that bronzer, and then our T-zone. So I just go in with what is in that cap there because I don't like to use a lot of powder on my face. We are looking smooth, blurred. I mean, look at that. It's so, so good. So good. And then we're going to go with just a little bit on that side of the forehead. You know, on the side we put the Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. It just does such a beautiful job. I like it under the eyes because it does that smoothing. The shade is really good for under the eyes. And it's just so smooth. It doesn't dry or cake under the eyes. But I do have an alternative because, again, this is high-end, so it can be expensive. So now we're going to flip the puff, and we're going to use this side. Makeup Revolution came out with a powder this year, and it is their IRL, which means in real life filter. And this one is in translucent. The only difference is you get a press side with the mirror, and then on the bottom here you get the powder side, and this is white. This has a little bit of shade to it. However, I've never had flashback from this. It doesn't like change the color. It doesn't do anything like that. This is literally so finely milled, like the Makeup Forever. And the only thing that I don't like is I can't take what is in the cap there. So I just take what is on the bottom of this, and we're going to use this side. And we are going to set this side now of the face. And you guys will see it gives the most smooth, blurred look to your skin. Doesn't leave that white cast, like I said. And it's still going to let that luminosity come through as well. And that's one thing that I do like about both of these powders is if you have a glowy base on, you're going to keep that glow. You're just lightly setting it, and it's also finely milled. It blurs. It's good for under the eyes as well. I would say I would do the Makeup Forever under the eyes more than this one, mainly because of the color, because I don't want it too stark white, but we have the same effect. We're blurred, we're smooth. We aren't going to have a white cast or a flashback and a white cast from this powder. So I would definitely say go for the Drugstore over the high end for two reasons. The price point, way different. And you get a press and a loose. I've tried the press and I really like the press as well. It really does a great job, just like the loose part. And it's a lot cheaper. You get two, you get the mirror. This one, you just get the loose. But this one is a great product as well. I really like both. I alternate between the two. All right, we are on to lips, my friends. This is going to be fun. This is going to be very interesting and fun. All right, for high-end lip liner, this was a little hard because I don't have a lot of lip liners and a lot of high-end lip liners. I don't always use one, but this was a little hard, but I think we have a dupe here. So far, I feel like everything is a dupe. Like, we're looking amazing. All right, so for lip liner, we have the Rare Beauty Kind Words Matte Lip Liner in Humble. And I will swatch it for you. This is one of my favorite lip liners. I'm almost out of it, actually. It's just a beautiful creamy shade. I mean, just look at that. So beautiful. All right, we're gonna try this. This is gonna be interesting to line with just one side. Okay. Also, another trick I've learned, if you're 30 and plus, don't take your lip liner all the way to the corner on the top and bottom. Just a little another tip. Like I said, follow me on social media. I'll leave it all down below for you guys because I will be sharing that under eye concealer on how to apply it, how much to use, and how to set it hack at some point. All right, for Drugstore, we have the famous Milani Understatement lip liners. I have these in two shades. Love both of them. This one's in French Rose. Let's see if the shades are... Ooh, they're pretty darn close. This one is a little bit... That's this one right here. A little bit more pinky. This one's a little bit more like peachy nude, but they're both so creamy. They apply, the formula is amazing. They're both exactly the same with the formula. So if you're looking for a certain shade, that, you know, but if that doesn't matter, go with the Drugstore, because this is going to be cheaper and it's amazing. So let's go ahead and see if they even look different side by side. You see, I don't even see a difference on the lids. I'm interested in the lipstick, you guys, to be honest. Do you guys see a difference? I don't see a difference. I feel like they look the same on the lips. It does not look like I have separate lip liner, so pick up the Milani one. Amazing, creamy, lasts so long, retractable, amazing. All right, we have Miss Charlotte over here. Everyone likes to dupe her. I feel like everyone goes after her, especially e.l.f. lately. And we have the lipstick Pillow Talk. Again, sample size. Love this lipstick. It's so beautiful and creamy. It's just one of my favorites, but she's expensive. So there is the shade for you. So expensive. But I think I have a dupe of a new lip product that came out. So let's apply to the lips. I mean, so creamy. I'm so used to, like, when I apply my lips, rubbing them together. So I have to keep myself from doing that. Beautiful packaging. I love having her displayed on my vanity. However, e.l.f., like I said, they're just loving to dupe, came out with new lipsticks. They're satin, or what are they? Face satin lipsticks in Dirty Talk. I love their packaging. So, like, sleek and matte. And then they're magnetic. So, sucker for packaging over here. I have mine in Dirty Talk. So, it's a bullet just like Charlotte's. Ooh, those are, oh, oops. That's looking pretty spot on. That is, like, pretty darn spot on. It's this one right here. That one's more of a nude. So they're matching our lip liners. So I wonder if they're going to look the same on the lips like the lip liners did. Because that's more of a nudie. That's more of a pinky toned. Here we go. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm so excited. Holy cow. They're the same. They are the same on the lips. I don't see a difference. Where's the difference, you guys? I do not see a difference. Whew. These are a little bit more expensive than the typical e.l.f. However, they're so creamy. They last a good amount of time for being like a creamy matte. And the packaging, I adore. I adore Charlotte's packaging as well. I adore her products, but she is so expensive. Go for the Drugstore. Go for the dupe. All right, one more dupe and we are done. And I can't believe everything has worked so well in this video, you guys. I'm going to toss my hair up, mainly for the fact that it's a setting spray. And, well, I apply my setting spray so, like, haphazardly. It's sad. All right, here we go. Once again, Miss Charlotte, her airbrush flawless setting spray. I love this setting spray, as you guys can see, again, sample size, but I have used it so much. Love the setting spray. It sets your makeup. It will last all day. If you had like a dewy base and then whatever powder you put on kind of took that away, this will bring it back, but in a very natural way, and it just melts everything together. So when I'm using all cream products, like a cream blush, cream bronzer, even a cream highlighter, I don't have one, but if I was to have one and use a cream highlighter, it just melts everything together so well. How am I going to do one side of the face? Okay, I'm going to use this, and we're going to block this side. So we have Miss Charlotte over here, and again, she's coming at us with a travel size, and I love that. So we're going to spray this side, and then we are going to go in with our dupe on the other side. So let's go ahead and do that. See how I brought some glow back? I mean, we still had some glow from our glow recipe, but it brought back some more glow, and it's just going to melt everything together and make everything last so well. However, Milani over here has her Make It Last Original Setting Spray. It's a natural finish. It looks the same. It will melt everything together, creams, powders, whatever you have on your face. It will make your makeup last through a workout, which is what I'm doing next. And I feel like it is the exact dupe to this. And they are this, well, let's look at 2.3 fluid ounces, 1.1 fluid ounce. So you're actually getting more in the Milani. They look almost the same. Oh, I guess the Milani is a little bit bigger. This is a travel size. They do have a jumbo size of the Milani one, but I have quite a bit of setting sprays right now. So, all right, let's go ahead and this is going to be so weird, you guys. I'm not used to using this hand. I am not. Okay. Ooh. I got that in my eye a little. Okay. I may have got a little bit more on this side. But again, you're going to get that glow back. See, we got some glow back. We've got all of our makeup just meshed together, looking really nicely. All right, guys, so that is our dupes. Oh my gosh, this went so much better than I honestly thought it was going to. I thought I was going to mix things up. I thought it was going to be a disaster. And I have to say, I feel like everything is a dupe. I would say maybe the thing, not necessarily a spot-on dupe, but more of an alternative for price point would be our contours. Again, I'm pretty sure it was my lighting. I'm not sure why it looked like that, but I'm telling you, it looks really good. They both look really good. Even the Flower Beauty one, as long as you apply it like that, I think you're good. I know it just seems like kind of a hassle, but if your big thing is price and you don't mind, you know, putting it on the back of your hand, going in real fast with that brush and working to blend, that is the only big thing. If it wasn't for the blending with Flower Beauty, I would recommend Flower Beauty. I would recommend the dupe to save you guys some money, but I would definitely say go with Shape Tape if you can afford it. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. Get ready to head to the gym. And I'm just so happy with the way that our look turned out. We look really good. We look good. And this just turned out really good. I don't really know what else to say besides thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, I'll leave all their products down below for you. I will also, like I said, as you guys saw in the videos, I did the prices. And I'll probably go ahead when I do my thumbnail, I'll go ahead and put the full price, like add it up, what everything would cost to get all the high-end stuff versus all the drugstore stuff. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you and appreciate you, and I hope you decided to hit that subscribe button to stick around. And I can't wait to do some more videos for you guys. And we'll be doing another Get Ready With Me chit chat, answering your questions here probably sometime next month. This month is kind of busy for us. We have my youngest turning 13. I smile but sigh at the same time. So it's kind of a busy month, so we will probably go ahead and do that next month, and I'll have you guys leave your questions over on all my social media. So like I said, leave that all down below and follow me over there. I love you guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you here soon. Bye.